Which team? YT is too slow and demanding.
Yeah, I'm sorry for that. I think we got cut out from YouTube. I'm trying to figure these things out of the screen. Anyways, I think I'm going to have a, like this kind of thing for this section, and then I'm going to add another section for original songs. Because let's be honest, even though I like original songs, making them even more than making my own things, the remakes are more, people have found me because of those more. So we're going to be focusing on them first, and then we're going to be adding this, and this one. Let me know, are the thumbnails good?
Now I listen very good, thank you again.
Oh man, yeah. I'm glad you like it. I was a bit, concerned. It's a song I'm still practicing. It's one of my favorite Celtic melodies heard a long time ago. It's a very ancient Celtic melody. Hope you enjoy. And that's what we do. Every donated amount, you get a special flute solo. Should we do a colors with these ones? I don't know. We have to differentiate them somehow. Perhaps a color would be good. Perhaps a green for... And this is very simplified. People who don't have experiences in website making, they must like, oh man, this is like the baby steps of, website creation or something that similar. Who knows? Who knows? I'm not an expert. I am not an expert. And let's do a main section. Like, I have to... Wait. Yeah, I'm still thinking about it. Just like, I'm...
Artist here.
You're the artist, you're the experiment. Okay. Let me know if you have any ideas, because we can do a pretty much many things here right now. So what I'm going to be doing here is have a main section for videos, where there's going to be a kind of a slideshow showing some of them, and then all of them at one spot.
Do not mix so many colors together, or else it's going to look like a Christmas tree.
Christmas tree. Yes, indeed. It's, I'm not going to do that. You're actually right. I'm going to be taking that off. You have to have a clear color scheme, and I think I'm missing it. I'm just putting the, I have to differentiate them somehow. Perhaps a smoother way.
Have you done any professional work, studio, commissions, etc.?
Commissions! Actually, yes. I finished one week ago for a Steam game, actually. One developer just came to and said to me, hey, Luukkanen, do one song. I have a very short deadline. Do this, do that, do this. And I'm like, okay, why not? Some horror game music, why not? I always love doing that. So did that, and it worked well. Perhaps I'm going to be uploading it very soon. Yeah, this is Alien.
Go for a more pastel look. Nothing too bright, but it also blends well together for the style.
Pastel look. Alright, got it. We are like, I tell you, I'm not a website designer, so I have, you might have to excuse me for not making the most, artistic site ever created, but I'm going to be doing my best. That's for sure. Alright, so we're going to be having a dividing thing. This is not going to how it's going to look. So first we have this. Let's
smiling face with sunglasses.
Lan and Le. Oh man, very similar names. Almost like mixed you two. I'm sorry about that. It's nice to have this kind of a clear, streams, just because I do a lot of website working behind the scenes. Just I've been doing this for hours upon hours. I really want to make this the best as it can be. But gameplay streams are fun, but it's actually good to get back to work sometimes. You know that. Because if you don't work, the work is not going to do itself, That's just how it goes. Anyhow, I've been doing some great commercial work here and there.
Lol, it's okay. I love teaching people about aesthetics. It makes life easier.
It truly does, you know. Not too complex.
Look up some
Yeah.
references. The
Oh.
transgender flag is a good example. You don't have to copy them, but it will give you a good perspective.
Transgender flag? I actually don't know what that is.
At experiment.
You know, like visual. I have to know what transgender is, but like, ah, is that the thing? Okay, this is the first time I knew about this. Flag for transgender. Let's see what this is about. Like, why the LGBT communities worldwide, rainbow flag, federal censored invasion from organizations, communities, red, single flag design. Instead of alright. So it's an LGBT thing, I suppose. Okay, so fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, but like, I have to really think about this thing. Perhaps we could have some kind of text here, you know, saying, "Oh my, it's remakes." But yeah, not a problem at all. It's, you know, it's good to learn from professionals. It's good to learn from promotionals. Remastered, and then we could have a nice icon at the beginning, you know.
Go with perhaps some pale blues and very faint purples / violets.
I really like the blue, so violets.
My keyboard is a little jammed, sorry.
No problem at all. You know, first rule in my streams, you know, I actually have to write that down. You don't apologize anything, man. You know, sometimes in the past I was like, okay, sorry about that. But the thing is, you don't need to be sorry about anything really if it's not.
Important is that you are the one who is satisfied in the end.
I see. Well, thanks a lot. I really tried to do, you know, a really good looking one, but I'm not sure. And that's why I'm glad to have, you know, people behind to see how it goes. But yeah, rule number 1 in my streams, never apologize. If you don't, you really have to, like, if you kill somebody, well, that's perhaps a good time to, you know, apologize, I suppose. You know? Anyhow, well, yeah, purple. Okay, this is kind of a, I don't know. Let's see the palette. But we could not go to purple. Oh, I like this one. This color is nice. I like it. Oh boy. I'm starting to like this. Yeah, I want to keep this also simple. The things this website is actually going to need. So the first thing this site is going to need thumbnails. Then it's going to need the categories. And a small description. That is what is my plan for this. Because in the, like, also if you have any suggestions, things you would like to see from this kind of page, let me know, because, you know, it's kind of an intuition and also experimenting. I've been looking for some examples in other places of internet, but it's also good to know your opinions, because, yeah, you might have something which I miss. This is actually an old face, you know, my old logo, goddamn. But, you know, working on some stuff. It's currently something which, you know, like every artist wants to always say, oh, I'm working something very big. But I have to admit with you, you know, currently the Elukanen thing is my main focus. I was working on one big thing before, you know, like a big thing I mean about, you know, which I get money out of, and that kind of ended. So now what I'm working on is just a few mods, actually, you know, music for mods, which I really fancy of. So we're going to perhaps be seeing that, who knows. I like making music for mods for just the fact that, you know, it's a kind of a passion project, but also it's a fact that you get some visibility out of those, because, you know, people like those mods, and, you know, always the greedy Elias looking about, you know, getting opportunities to get more views. That's what I do. Anyways, should this be this big or this big or this big? Yeah, the music is what I really do the best. So, yeah, that's what I do. But I also really want to make a professional looking website because if you have, like you working on the McDonald's, Experiment. Well, sorry if I mixed the names. I'm sorry very much. But I think Experiment, yes. When you want to get hired, you want to, you just don't get your sweaty shirt and ugly trousers on and just walk to the employer and say like, hey, I'm the man for the job. No, you actually want to look the best. That's what I believe. So, I'm going to be trying to impress some big people with this. It's weird. It's weird the kind of how a website can actually make you look better than you actually look. Yeah. And I'm not saying I actually want to have I make good quality music at least on my own opinion. Yeah. So what should we have here? So this should be like an info text, info title,
Spyro Remaster,
info text. Yeah, this placeholder, just like we'll have to just get it right. Spyro the Dragon 98. Hello, my dude. Hello. That's some nice name you got there. Oh my. Might be related to some content I do in the world of YouTube, indeed. How are you doing? So remastered. Yeah, I'm actually. If you have any suggestions, like website things, I think the coloring thing which somebody suggested, it's really good. I really like not getting too far but still getting the same color. I think this is really good. Let me know. Do you like this bubble? Is this something you would click on? Yeah, definitely let me know, because I am still kind of trying to figure it out. Also, it's a lot of intuition, because the thing is, if you don't try, you never kind of get the grasp of it. I would say, when I started to make my music, I always want like, how to do these things, Now I can say, after years of trying out those things, I can be confident in many. So like, as you can see on the, I am really proud to say that, I don't know, let me know your thoughts on the thumbnails, but I think I've been getting some practice to, this is my old thumbnail, Look at this. And look at this. This. I think the difference is there. I'm starting to use the white lines over there. Ooh, yeah. Anyway, let's not talk about me. Let's not talk about me all the time. Let's talk about you. How have you been doing? Full list. And, this is going to be a kind of a chill stream. This is what I do, basically. This is the special thingy going on. But I wanted to share some light on, background things happening here. Because this is very meaningful for me to get a kind of a hub world going on. Right, so remastered. I think we could actually put the bubble again. Yes, we could. Also, the website has to be something that updating doesn't take million years. Because my last website, it took million years to update it. And that kind of ruined it. So this has to be simple, and sweet. Yes, indeed. So, the time currently I'm doing, I really want to get just the feel right. I want to make that... let's try this one. We could try the, actually... These kind of colleges, perhaps... I don't know. I like this one. But it's not like... I wanted it to have it like interactive and... I think actually you can very soon, not yet. You're going to be. You can actually press these ones.
Hey look, I gotta run now. Got a short little shit today, but I hope you have fun building your website.
Yeah, shift. Yeah, like of course.
Shift.
Hey, thank you, Experiment, for joining. It was a pleasure after a long while, and I wish you all the best for your tonight's shift at McDonald's. You know, make some Burger Kings and you know those things.
Shift.
Yeah, shift. Of course.
I
Anyways.
meant to say shift.
Oh, of course. No problem, you know, I got. Goddamn, sometimes, you know, I had to, you know, very professional discussion with a game developer, and then I just did that kind of, you know. But anyways, thanks for being here. All the best for you. See you, perhaps in the future. Yeah, oh, Experiment. I just love the name, Experiment. Like always, you know, something, you know, French, you know, Experiment. I just get to my mind every time, always. Yeah, this is not the flashiest thing in the world, I would say, you know, like, whoa. Like the whoa. The whoa effect is there. Very soon, not yet, because like everything you do in art, like you have seen my composing sessions. At first, it's quite limited. Okay, I think that doesn't work. Let's do a picture instead of just text. Let me try to bring the picture editor for you as well, so we can do some pictures. Let's do a pictures. I'm going to be adding a layer soon. Just a moment. Pictures. Ooh, yeah. Alright, let's do some pictures. Nice. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, but like, it's that's how it goes, and I'm really happy to be sharing these things with you. I think. Because, you know, composing live, it's quite a lone job. Every composer, if a composer is watching right now, he knows. Composing is a very annoying. Because of, it's just like you are on a computer or on a desk writing some notes. God damn, that becomes very lonely quickly. You have to really love this if you want to do this. You have to really love this. So I'm in a picture editing off software currently. Yes, indeed. It's not like what's the Adobe? Oh, what's yeah, it's not Photoshop or anything, but it's a free alternative, you know. Yeah, but it's a good. I use it.
True.
Let's do some Photoshop magic. Yeah, composing is a lonely job. Every art thing is a very lonely job. We are lonest. Remastered music. How could I do this? Like very nice looking. Something like this. But yeah, Lan, how has been your day, morning / evening, or something of that sort? Yeah, you're in Finland. I think you live in Finland. Let me know. Yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully not. Oh goddamn! Not responding.
Are very lowly and take a lot of time and effort, as you said. You must love it.
Yeah, that is true. But also, if you work on it, you are going to make something which people will love. So it's kind of an investment thing. I was watching this one psychologist. Do you pronounce it like that? Anyways, I was watching that one, a very wise guy, you know, doing his interviews. Was it? You know, it's controversial in some places because, you know, some of the things he said. But I found, you know, his speeches sometimes actually quite interesting. This guy, was it Jordan Peterson or something like that? Yeah. So like he's he's getting a lot of red flags in United States for some of his speeches. But I found his some of insights about things. If you want to make something which people like will adore, like writing or anything like that, you actually have to work on it very hard. I know that's a controversial figure, and if I would like to just be a guy who never is a talks about that, so I would not mention it. But like, I think that advice was very, very interesting because that is actually how it works. Oh, I don't know. One thing I hate about music making overall, and it's just that it's very.
Smiling face with sunglasses. Oh yes, he have many good things to say.
I think so. Yeah, I'm glad you think so, man. I think instead of just saying, "Oh, you're wrong," I think it's good, even though like I've been watching a lot of people who bring up discussion in YouTube space. I think that is very vital. We need discussion. What's the alternative to discussion?
Like Alan Watts also, but he is more abstract.
Alan Watts. I actually have to check that out myself. I haven't listened to his talking things. I haven't actually. I will check that out. Should we have a color to this? I think we should have a color. So I did this kind of fancy text thing. I'm going to be putting it to the website. That's what I did. Oh yeah. Let's put a fancy thing in it. Some colors, perhaps a purple, red, something similar to what we had. Okay, not too abstract things. Oh, God damn it! All right, let's try to find a right color. Alan Watts, what does he have? Things talking about. Let me know. Let me know.
Do the comments not show if they are too long? Cause mine didn't.
Oh, your comment? What comment? Oh no! How long was your comment? Like, I actually have very limited knowing of Twitch's what does it do. It sometimes takes long things away. It sometimes takes pictures away. I'm very sorry about that. If you had very interesting thing to say and it took it away, I'm very sorry about that, man. I have to go look into that. If there's kind of a generic setups, I can change that after the streams. I have to because I think interesting talking points, long ones even, they are something I look forward to. Okay, that's ugly looking. That's pretty ugly looking. Okay, let's change the color to white. I'm not the expert on this, but I want to make. Oh, actually, this looks awful. This looks awful. Yeah, I think we should do this instead. Yes, we have the basic text.
Very long. You can read it you want. It's still on the chat I think, but the stream did show it.
Oh, okay, let me check that out. Let me check that out quickly. I really want to see it. And I'm curious, what would that be? Let's try finding it. We have 3 people watching in Twitch. That's pretty nice. Hey man, I think it actually got deleted. Because I can't find it even in Twitch chat. I'm very sorry, man. Oh, god damn it. Goddamn Twitch! Harassing my friend like that. That's not going well. That's not going well for me. Goddamn Twitch.
Dag.
I'm sorry, my friend. But if you want to summarize that, I would love that. I am sorry. It's if you write something very long, it's that's the worst. I know the feeling, man. I know the feeling. Goddamn, I'm not the. Goddamn, I think this is good. Okay, I think this is good. Okay. And but not for all the pictures. Yeah. I think this is good for the upper one. And it didn't do it. That's beautiful. Okay, now. We got it. Okay, so I'm trying to make it something very special looking. What kind of thoughts? I got interested about the. That's quite something. And I have to tell you, you cannot really agree with everybody 100%, and that's just how the world works. And like we don't live in North Korea, man. You don't need to agree with everybody you meet and that sort of thing. You know. Let me save this pretty quickly. So yeah, it's good to have something to agree with, but also to know that you don't agree with everything. Because I watch a lot of thinkers and talkers, especially from America, and one thing they all talk about, like, economic models of America is the best one, and I could say not really, because it, of course, it creates wealth, but it creates wealth to like one position, and no, everybody's going to say I'm a socialist or something, and like, oh, that's the talking point. So that's how discussion goes. Yeah, that's beautiful. Okay, let's see. Twitch remain around like this. Yeah, all right, we got something. Let's go to the website back. All right, we're back on the website. Instead of this bulky, ugly text. Let's get it. Yeah, but Lala, if you want to summarize it, that would be also nice. So we have two nice people having chat, both starting with L. That's quite nice. Yeah, but like it's good to have different kind of opinions, and I think there's not really a black and white issue in any kind of manner. It's just like many times I have discussions either with people from China sometimes, and then I have a discussion with people from sorry, let me try to find the picture again. Where did I save it? That's why here we go. All right. So like you have to always, when you talk with somebody, to rearrange the terminology, because all certain words mean something totally else to somebody else, and that's really the problem behind every single issue. There we go. Does it look ugly? Let me know. Perhaps we should have it. Oh, okay. I have a perfect idea. Perfect idea. Elias Lukanen has always a perfect idea. Here we go. Let's make it a really, really, really nice looking corners. That's what I'm doing currently. Anyhow, like somebody with experience with Photoshop, and not like he's laughing at me now, and perhaps this was not the best idea because of that. Because I'm kind of, the music making is kind of like I'm doing magic tricks, really. And if you show, what kind of tricks you use to make things like website, people will be like, it's not that interesting.
Different opinions and still be respectful to each other is a very nice attribute to have.
That is very rare in the world, my friend. And it's weird because it's not even taught in universities many times, just it's something you have to learn yourself. That's just how the world works. And many times you have really noisy people who just think, okay, this is the absolute fact. And then just people kind of, when the discussion has that kind of premise, people don't want to join the discussion because okay, that guy thinks okay, that's the only truth. Like what I have to input to that, but oh man, nothing is black and white. Even things I say is black and white. Like everything
that's
in there.
True, Elias. Well said.
Well, thank you. But that's just how it is. I think that's even more like it's actually like one day when I had this kind of idea, like, oh man, this is actually how the world works. It's there are gymnasiums to make you physically more powerful, but they are not like a mental gymnasiums. in a way to make you mentally more stable, because you like in army there was this one guy who has the it's actually very comical. He was huge muscles. Everyone was like, oh, that must be a criminal or something, and he looked very terrifying outside. But when he started to do exercises, everybody found out that okay, he's not that physically strong after all. And even though he was, he ran very fast many times and did all things like that, it's he was not the strongest one. But like it's the same thing in mental things as well.
He faced with tears of joy.
But that's just how it is. That's how it is. We want to show us that okay, we are mentally the strongest. We're physically the one who is always dominant. But the truth is the more daring, I suppose. It is how weird, like these kind of people who has like big muscles, they can get emotionally, like they can be struck down by words. People can be destroyed only with words. That is terrifying. We are social creatures. Okay, this Colosseum. I think it's not working. Like making just one page, it takes quite a long time, really. Oh, bad. And imagine every website, like professionally made with codes. Oh my god. Oh my god, I wouldn't be up for that. But like, also the culture of just having people to, oh man, to just like be happy. To be happy, it's the kind of the end goal. But that's not really the end goal in life, isn't it? Like, because happiness is a byproduct of doing things right. Right? Like if your main goal is to be happy, you can just take drugs and be happy like that.
How are you feeling about bad people? You have to be thick-skinned, right?
Yeah.
To handle that situation if that come.
I have to tell you, like everybody starts as, just like people have been coming to my streams.
Your Photoshop is getting better, but one criticism I gave criticism. Stylistic choices. The Viking video is the best example.
Oh, let me see. Okay, so let me just quickly get that and then back to Lan's comment. So let me just that we can see the whole thing. Yeah. So that stylistic choice. So okay, we have the Viking picture over here. Nasty Vikings.
Bright red on a darker but still too vibrant blue is just not very nice or please it. The font was also very generic. I would suggest using softer colors and maybe use one of many color pickers of internet.
That might be something I would look forward to. And yeah, this design is definitely not the final one.
To stick to one font since Chagic Themist all the time looks kind of stock right, unless the themedom adds it. For example, Gothic music, and you choose to change it font, please pick a nicer one.
Ah, yeah, you're absolutely right. So the font has to actually match the picture. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, still, I think there's some work to be done, and that is actually a very good advice. I thank you, Lola. I thank you. We're going to be working on that. Some fonts. But the thing is, like, in YouTube space, let me just. Can we actually zoom out a bit? We can't actually zoom out in the. God damn. Okay, now all the thing crashed. Okay, no. Okay. Hello. I just pressed Ctrl T. No, not Ctrl T. Ctrl minus. All right. So I zoomed away a bit. So. The thing is that when you like the only reason I'm using this font is that people can see the text, and imagine this is actually pretty a big considered to YouTube space. When you go to YouTube thumbnails, you see these thumbnails. They are very small, so even smaller than this. That's why I first started using bold. But actually, you are right. It has to fit to the mood as well. I think Eastern music, this works fine, but this, yeah, it has to be very old looking. Actually, yeah, very good advice. Thanks, man. Back to normal. Anyways, let me see the last comment. Man, I've had so many experiences with people calling me pigs and whatnot in the stream. And I have to say, I have got like full immunity for that. Okay, that's just how it is. Because in the end of the day, whatever people think, what does it affect you? Oh, you feel bad. If that's only thing that's going to do, then just like, come on. I've had many of these kind of, like everybody in that life, they have a awkward situation. Everybody has that. But you only make them bad for yourself if you think about them too much. I don't know. He said that I had a face cam picture. Like in these weekly videos, I don't have face cam because of reasons. Actually, it's a practical reason. It's a wires are mixing up with my computer, and it's there's some limited space over here. But on the weekends when I have time to set up things, I use Facecam. So one guy just came to my stream and said, "I'm a pig. I look like a pig," and I'm like, "Okay, that's your beauty standard." So okay. Oh. And you have to really get tough skin in the world, because what does that do if somebody calls you names and all that? It's like words actually cannot hurt you really if you just comprehend like everything anybody says to you. If you don't let it to affect you, it does not affect you. Unlike physical things, like even the strongest guy can be shut down with a gun, But with physical, words do nothing.
Nice, Elias. Glad to hear you don't take that seriously. Smiling face with sunglasses.
Never, man. Oh goddamn that text to speech. Smile with sunglasses. Yeah, I don't know. I need to actually watch the chat, even though I watch it as well. The text to speech, it's a miracle. Anyways,
flexed biceps, flexed biceps, strong mind.
Indeed, man. Flexed mind, the best mind. But yeah, imagine people are like, I want to be immune and like people say like sometimes, like not all the times. This is not like people say every time, but I want to be immortal, like nothing will hurt me, anime heroes say that, but you can actually be immortal. And you know why? And you know how? Like words, they don't need to actually hurt you at all. And that's the secret to immortality. And words are so powerful in this world. You can actually, like, I was in army. I have actually told this to you before. I think I haven't. So I had this experience with a very nasty guy in the same room. We're in the same kind of houses or rooms or whatever. And this guy, a very nasty guy, just starts to pick on me for no other reason. He's taller, but he's skinnier. So he starts to like trying to snap on my face. Like with his fingers. That kind of dominance or something like that, something stupid like that. And I was like, okay, I let it slide first time, but next time I was making sure that he is not going to do that again. So next time he started to shoveling our brush, like we were cleaning up the place. Brush on almost on my eye. Then I just took him on the with my hands on the wall and said, "Come on, guy, like don't do that again, so you not get hurt, all right?" But that I was perhaps a bit more aggressive there. But, you get the point. But the thing is, I actually didn't hurt that guy at all. And I would say, you know, I can defend myself. I've been unboxing, trying that. I could do it, but it's like you don't need to do it
Unfortunately, as much
if
as
you
I
just
want
use
to,
your words.
it's very late for me, and I have to
You know?
get some things done before bed.
Oh,
I'll
I
join the
see.
next stream if I'm able to. BTW, I love the way you think about things. Keep it up. You give some good advice.
I'm glad you think so. I'm glad you think so. You know, we think alike. I think we do. And it's no problem at all. It's late. Must be late for you as well. This is not going to be much, 100 hours long, but we're still going to keep on. And thanks for joining. I appreciate it. Looking forward to hear your thoughts in the next stream.
At Lurlate, you too. Thanks for the advice. I learned something too.
Oh man, it's internet can actually connect people together. I like this. I like this so much. Take care, man.
At Lurlate, take care. See you.
Right, we did this picture. Yeah, there's some stylistic choice I need to still kind of figure out in there, but like it's getting working, I suppose. But like that story, the message of the story, or what was that?
Lula, thank you. You take care of yourself also.
Oh, nice. We got some discussion group. Oh, that's
Night,
pretty nice.
fellas.
See ya, mate. Have a good night. All the best for you. Oh man. The internet can be so good and the bad at the same time, and this is the good side. This is the good side. Anyway, where was I? So Elias story time. Let me know if this bores you. But I'm still talking about it nonetheless. So I got this guy on the wall and said, stop doing this. Of course, with a much stronger tone, and so he stopped. And anyone thinking, did he try to pick on me again? No, he did not. Words are strong. Connected to actions, words are powerful. So, how intimidating or nasty people look, you don't need to take them seriously. Never, ever, ever. And what other people think, if they're not important people, who cares? And what I mean by important people, of course, well, it depends on the situation. Anyways, let me know, do you like the style? Is this perhaps too far from each other? Because who's going to scroll down and see this, I'm thinking, should I put these ones up or down? But before that, let's see how many people we have on this Elias storytelling session. Oh, we have 3 people watching. Oh, nice. And in YouTube, let me actually see that as well. Oh, man. Let me know if you are alive and watching in YouTube. Indeed so. But that's just the thing. If you encounter any guys or girls or anything like that, if they try to really pick on you, it's don't be a pacifist, because they're going to walk over you. And I'm the most I could say I'm really peaceful guy. I really don't never hurt anyone.
It's good if they know there is more to see.
I think it's you might be right. Like I really have to think about this. Right away. Let's see. Could we actually do something along with the lines of perhaps? Oh, okay. Now I have an idea. Okay. I have an idea. We could actually instead of having a long scroll time, because you have to make a website which is easy to be seen with one glimpse. Perhaps we could do it like that. We have the remasters on next to these ones. Yeah, Lan. Let me know your thoughts on. Oh, let's see. Okay, this still needs some editing work. think we're starting to get something good then, I think. Let me know your thoughts on the situation.
Nice.
Okay, those this is still too large. Just let me bit edit them. You know, it's just when I have to admit this is you can actually do this yourself if you want to make websites. I really recommend if you want to get some work done, work hired and that kind of thing as a art creator. Website is the thing you need, and it needs to look good. It needs to look something which, okay, this man really means what he's doing. You really want to give that impression, and oftentimes then no, that really gets you to projects. I have to tell you, it really does, and that's why my website looks really bad at the moment, because I haven't updated it. So there's a reason why I really want to update it right now. So let's see. So we could actually have 6 videos like this. Does it do it though? Let's try a color change. Yeah, we've been editing this video section for a while. I think we're going to get to the end very soon, because this is not going to be the longest stream ever, you know. But I hope you had some fantastic time watching this, and I really had some really good suggestions.
Get line that separate them somehow.
Oh.
Something else.
Actually, we could do a background picture of, you know, a collection of the thumbnails behind and blur that. I think I'm going to try that before we end. And the line, as you said, I think that is quite something we want to have. Let's see. Do we have a? We don't have actually anything, you know, built in this website. I really hate that there's not that kind of, you know, vertical or horizontal, what's the word, this kind of line in here, you know. Let's make our own lines. We don't need to care about, you know, lines from website creation systems. Yeah, let's make our own lines. Let me actually open the picture editing thing. Yes. Anyways, if you want, like, what kind of things you look from websites, not just like, I'm not going to ask from my website, but do you have like a favorite website you see, you know, you look at? Because oftentimes or not, if somebody does something successfully, you don't want to copy that, but you want to imitate the same success, meaning that if they do like things like that, you go, oh, is that how to really do a thing? And then try to learn what does make that thing so successful, and then make your own version. You never want to copy directly from anyone, because that's stealing, man. And you can really be proud of stealing, you know. It's a moral thing, I guess. But man, if you really want to play the long game, not just because of money and stuff, you don't really want to steal anything, yeah. That's like the worst thing. That's the sin number 1 for anybody here. Never steal, even like, oh man, never ever do that. So we have some line here. Does it look similar to this? So this is not like dramatic. Okay, it's a bit different though. I think we want the kind of same feel there. You know, let's actually do that. So we did some print screens. Now, good about this kind of streams, you know, my computer is still potato.
Yes, I think you are my favorite on Twitch. You talk great and interesting ideas about many things.
Oh, thanks, man. That actually means a lot to me, man. Because I'm still at the beginning of my road. It's like, man, you know, if you watch Pokemon, you know, the journey of begins and that, you know, that kind of thing. So it's really a journey beginning for me, and I watch YouTubers, I watch Twitch streamers, but the thing I want to get with my streams is just like, I don't know, these people, they talk, but they don't open up and discuss about interesting ideas. You know, things that interest me are, you know, ideas, things, and I can understand that, you know, there's a risk. There's always a risk because, you know, demonetization guards and whatever. But yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate your words, and it's not just pandering; it's really what I mean. And God, I know what pandering looks like. Oh God. Somebody just last stream, you know. Jake Paul thinks, let me not let's not start from there. Perhaps sometimes you need pandering though, you know, like not really. No. You have to be truthful every time you do things. And truth is something which is always going to hurt people, and they don't want to listen. But the thing is, you learn so much from truth things and experiences. So like, oh God, you that's like the people are saying, oh look, what how to do this, like how to get the subscribers. Look, that's not the main point. The thing is,
Finnish people, they often mean what they say.
I think that's part of our culture really, and that's why we are so easily. God damn.
They say.
Yeah, that's true. But that's why we are also like we trust people too much. I think that's our fault. You remember Nokia, and perhaps nobody remembers Nokia anymore because there's a reason why that company went bankrupt, and the reason is that. It had a CEO from a rival company come in like a mall, and he said some sweet things we believed, and what do you know? We went bankrupt. And I say we because it was a big thing. Many Finns even today still remember Nokia. It was like a proud thing to be about. Like one thing in Finland, everywhere in the world, Nokia phones. That's something which makes you proud. Oh man, a small country of 6 million people. Nokia. Oh yeah.
Yes, I have many phones from Nokia.
Oh, I really like the classic ones. Oh man, I still remember getting my first Nokia phone. And yeah, it's a black and white screen. Actually, black and green screen. Yeah, that's the oldest one. God damn the old time. We didn't have Clash of Clans or anything like that. We just had a ping ball and a parachute game and a snake. What's the snake game where Snake eats fruits and then his tail grows? Yeah, that game as well. God damn. But it was something Finns were proud about. Until it went bankrupt because various reasons. But we Finns, that's a problem. We trust people too much. It's like really like a Hobbiton from Lord of the Rings. It's really like Hobbiton because simple folk from the countryside don't know what the big word is all about. We really don't know. But that's why you can trust Finns. In most cases. There are some nasty Finns out there though. So it's not 100%. But generally, general things. You can trust people, generally. I know some Finnish people who have lied to my face. Politicians. Oh goddamn! Let's not get into that though. You don't want to hear about Finnish politics, man. That's the most worst topic ever. God damn. Anyways, how many people we have actually in YouTube? I haven't watched.
Yes, I remember the games. I think Finnish people learn with time.
I think they do. They really do. Oh man, YouTube. Why are you doing this to me? Is there people? No. There's 0 people in YouTube. Sad times. The only ones who can I trust is the guys at Twitch. Anyways, we got the line. I think it works. Oh, does it? Should it be longer? No. Okay. That's some too big. That's a bit too big. Okay, that we have to delete that. I suppose. It's still a big world to us. And after the World War II, the Winter Wars, we have always been like, okay, you know, Russia and all that, like, which direction we should look at? Russia or to the West? Or to wherever? And I think we really can't look at ourselves. But we have to always think about, you know, where's the general direction. Even though we have showed time and time again, we can, you know, we can do better, we can do things. Anyways, that's all about Finland today. God damn, I still, it's kind of like, Okay, but the thing is, I'm going to still try the background thing. I think we could try something very interesting with the background. And one guy said a collage. So I'm going to be doing a collage before we end. And let's see how does that work. YouTube, you fail me. Well, I can understand. You know, I've not done this kind of streams in before. So it might be like Elias editing website. Oh, what's that up? Let's get the picture editing software though. Yeah, all right. Picture, come to life. Yeah, I really want to get down to some content to like, because if you want to play the YouTube game, you have to do YouTube. You know what I'm saying? YouTube. Forget your life. You don't need a life. You need to do videos and get sense out of those videos. That's just how it works. Anyways.
An off-topic question: how did you start with music?
It's I think a long story really, but I think we could touch a bit on the surface. Thanks for the question. I think this is the answer for what I'm going to give. It's by accident. And it also is a connection of many things. The first thing which kinda got me to the root of composing was the fact that I started piano lessons. And before that, you know, my mother really tried to get me, you know, all like very young age, you know, tricantele or, you know, all those instruments. And they like never got really interested. Once I got to piano though, I when I was a child I really knew I could, like, I loved playing piano. And but I got bored after, you know, just playing some regular songs from notation, because if you know what piano playing teaching lessons are, they're basically that, alright, here's some notes, play. Like, okay, that's it. I'll be like improvising, you know, doing things like, and then I started doing improvisations and from the songs which I played first, and in the, you know, piano teaching concerts and that kind of thing, I started doing my own compositions, you know, after variation. I really liked it because the thing is, you know, the nasty thing about piano teaching is always like, okay, you goddamn have to play the song just as it's put in just in the notes. Yeah, like you have to play the song just like in the notes, and I hated that. So what I did instead, like, I made my own songs, and when in the concerts came, I just played those instead. You know, like, oh, why would you play somebody else's composition? You can do your own. You know, those were the very simple compositions. You know, but I did that, and it just went from there. But I was still not like doing it actively. I was very young. I think I was like 12 or something. I started doing like as a 9-year-old. But like it was still like, okay, I played some places, but it was not finalized. But the final nail, it was this. This was it. How do I say it? So, well, you can look at me. Like I can admit I've been At one point when I was in school, I got bullied. Yeah, all right. That's okay for me. You know, you perhaps that explains some things. Who knows? I don't know. But I got bullied. Okay, that's perhaps I'm going to talk about that one day. And it really changed my life in many ways, and I think actually positive ways. You know, nobody's like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Actually, it's changed me very positively. And you might say like, how, Elliot? Like, how do you say that? But the thing is, when you are young, you are really a group thinker. You go with the group, even though you say like, okay, we're individuals and that kind of thing. You are really a group person. And I was a group person until, you know, bullying and da 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 da. And because of that, I started to go outside of the group, and I wanted to just put my frustration to something. You know, it's a frustrating situation. So I got a Sibelius notation program when I was on the 6th grade. And it began from that. I just started making music. Put that on the notes.
I like that you choose to do it your way, because there are already many musicians who play others' piece ////// sad to hear that you got bullied. Good that it changed it to positive way.
Yeah, it's I think I think it's very I'm not really sad about it anymore at all actually, because actually it's weird to say this, you know, because I've heard so many people who don't actually have anything, you know, any idea what does it mean to have friends, you know, for many years and then turn against you. You don't have actually, you know, those people don't have any idea what they're saying. They say like, okay, bullying because you're weak. No, it's actually because, you know, it's around many things. But the thing is that for me, it actually made me to go my way to make compositions. And I could really thank, you know, bullying for that. Because otherwise, like, I see no way I would have done it and got to this point before because of that. Huge price to pay, you know, many years of nasty time, but you know, investment, I suppose. But yeah, actually the first time I'm talking to anybody in my channel about this. I'm going to perhaps do a video about it because I think it's a really interesting case, because oftentimes you hear about, you know, bullying and all that kind of thing, you know. It's oh, he ruined his life and oh, he did something, but there's other side as well. And I don't mean that it's of course it ruins lives. I had this very promising guy as a friend of mine who was bullied non-stop in the school. Nobody did anything to it. Like, I mean, grown-ups and, you know, that kind of thing. And he has grown, like, he can't even look at you in the eyes anymore. That guy actually, you know, he oh, god damn, I get so emotional because of this.
That's so excellent way to view of it.
I suppose. I think it just empowered me, because I like, and it's a revelation, you know. It's sometimes I feel that like everything just come to place, even though it feels like, oh god, I had to fail, you know, I failed. But in the end of the day, it actually makes you stronger, because you realize, oh man, I actually learned something from that, and you know. But I'm not saying that the bullying like ruins lives. It does. Does. God damn, that like so like, god damn. I get very emotional when I talk about my, you know, friend. It's because it's it really ruins lives. It does. And but anyways, let's talk, you know, bullying. I will talk about it later though. Other things. But what the thing is, I just started doing compositions. Variations, of course, you know, but the first I did, you know, own compositions just because I liked doing it, you know. Just nobody could say that, okay, that's wrong, that's not how you play, That's not how you do compositions. Like, that's my composition. You don't have anything to say about that. Pass off, you know. So that's how Lucanin got its beginning. Yeah. But it's good to turn strategies into something which actually build you up. That is a good strategy. So I'm doing actually the collage here. Collage. It's basically going to be this. Still going to be adding that. And I think I'm going to end to that. Yeah, that's some nice ending point, I think. Let's see how does the effect do. Alright, let's actually do effect. I don't really know what people think about what I say, you know, because it's a very personal thing, and I can't tell every detail because it would take hours, man. But like, I just see group mentality very, very damaging because just normal guys, you know, one guy weaponizes people. It's like how tyrannies work.
It's horrible that happened. Sorry if I made you think about harsh times. //
No. No. Like I said in the past, no, you don't be sorry about anything. I forbid you to be sorry about. You know, it's as I said in the past, you have to talk about these things. Like, if you don't, it's going to explode one day and then happen school shootings, and, you know, that's great. No, not really. That's awful. And not at all. It's, I think it's, you know, I'm actually more frustrated for the fact that some people think that you shouldn't be talking. Oh, that's actually something I didn't want to show you. Let's take this, yeah. So it's good to talk about, you know, things generally. It's really good. I'm glad you like the collage. That's a word I learn. You know, every day you learn something new. Well, you know, so many things. I'm not like it's one thing which defined me at the time, and it still kind of does. It does. In many ways, I'm going to still talk about it later. But you know, like, many things happen in life. You have bad experiences at some points. Everybody does. That's just how the world works. But you have to always think, can you get something out of that? I don't know, like, actually how people react to that. I suppose it's might be too personal or something, you know? People just want to have fun time and stop talking about your sad life. I suppose. It's actually weird. Like, RuneScape has a big community. For some reason, these are not that successful. Perhaps it's people just are not searching these, I suppose. I would love to do more remakes from these series, but like it's a good music. I think personally, RuneScape has an interesting soundtrack. It's weird. I have to work on the demand, though. I'm not meaning that I don't like Spyro music. Don't get me wrong, but I'm a business, you know. I have to think about the business.
You are very wise.
Man, you're making me blush. Don't. No. Of course, you know. I say, oh, of course. I'm very wise. I'm the wisest man ever.
I don't mind. I like your thoughts.
Oh, I'm glad there's someone to listen my thoughts. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. You know, like, it's actually weird. Many times I've been talking to so many people, like from around the world, China, Japan, Indonesia, some African countries. One was, what was its name? Cameron. Yeah. people, it's weird. So many times I really want to listen for people, because if you listen people, you learn so much. I think I oftentimes than not, when I meet people, I just watch and see what they have to say. I think a viewpoint of just looking at the world like, oh, I have so much to learn, instead of, oh, my story is the main thing to, you know, I am the main hero. It's kind of, you know, you're missing out so much if you're thinking about like that. So I have a hard time to say, okay, I'm the wisest guy ever, because I say I probably have something to say, but you know, so much to learn, man. We are humans after all. Let me actually take this. I like this, even though nobody has seen this. So, God damn, 2 years old. This video is 2 years old. But anyways, yeah. So like it's oh, God damn, so many people just listening to them. It's there's so much to learn. Especially I met these African dudes, and they just opened my eyes to so much about, you know, African politics, and you know how that continent is still doing, man, and how do they think about things, you know, about Europe, about like me, like it was really something fascinating. Okay, let's take this. You know, this is also one video with nobody watches. At least I have a way to put it in here, I suppose. You know, no garages. It's like that. I've learned so much from YouTube things and video things. You have to make something which people are initially interested about, because, you know, time is money. Time is money. At some point I did random videos here and there. Oh man, this is becoming like a Elliot Lucanen story mode or something. I'm just talking about too much myself. Oh man. This is just the pace we're going. So I wanted, like, why not just talk about things, I suppose. Let me know if it starts to get boring though. Let me know, definitely. I've been getting the collage, still few pictures. It's handcrafted work, so it takes a bit of time, but I think it's starting to look nice. Let's do the test effect still. Voila. Oh boy. Still few ones. I think we can have still few
It's
pictures.
Not boring.
I'm glad you think so. Glad you think so. But yeah, it's oh, god damn. Well, one dream I have actually is just get enough money and travel the world and save people. I think that's something I would actually want to do. Because, you know, and the internet is actually a thing where you can actually travel and see. Like you don't actually get anywhere. No, don't get me wrong on that. What you do get is to meet people, like, you know, Landlord, you know. Would I have ever seen you in real life? I'm probably not, to be honest. And others as well. Oh, we have so much, you know, like humans, we, you know, civilization, everybody, you know, we could just like, we could do so much, but then we just have wars and greed and, you know, and God damn, I'm getting emotional. We're starting to talk about nasty things, you know, life things. Who wants to hear about life? We can hear about Fortnite, you know. People are talking about Fortnite. God damn, even my favorite YouTubers are starting to talk about Fortnite. God damn it. Where has this world come into? Okay, this was wrong. Actually, we have some wrong things going on. Let's. Yeah, this is the size we're looking at. Anyway, let's not get too emotional. I would just, if you just let me loose, I would talk about, you know, things hours upon hours. That's what I would do. And nobody wants to have that. just ask my friends, like, God damn it, stop it already. I just want to play some games. Actually,
Nice dream, I like that. Meeting different people is nice experience to learn.
it's valuable in money, man. It's, you don't know how important that is until you actually do it. Oh, I like this one. Hope you like the thumbnails.
I am interested too about different people and the world.
Oh, let me know if I've met any interesting people, you know. If you just have, you know, someone on your mind, let me know. You know. Because we are social animals. We need company, but also I think you can just learn so much. And YouTube, goddamn, I have to, even though I hate YouTube sometimes, you know, doing its weird changes and all that, it actually, I'm really happy that it exists. And Twitch, goddamn, Twitch is my new favorite, goddamn. And you know, the art streaming scene in Twitch, oh god. Seeing somebody knotting and doing, you know, iron working on the stream, god damn, that's fascinating. And somebody shows boobs or something, you know, like that's streaming thing, you know. It's weird. Perhaps they get views off on that, you know. Some women streamers do that. I don't mind. It's what they do. But you know, there's so much creative things going on in Twitch space. It just amazes me. I think we are ready with this. Alright, the gosh, I'm starting to get my viewers bored. Just putting pictures somewhere like that's. Is that what you're doing? God damn it is. I think it looks nice. It's simple yet effective. Now some things just learn by trying. I think this kind of, you know, technique, it works. It makes the thing. It's like a. Oh, god damn! If I could actually do wallpaper like this, you know, on my house wall, that would be cool. That would be perhaps something if I do like 1,000 videos, perhaps I do that actually. You put all of those on a wallpaper. God damn, that would be cool. Anyway, self-loaths aside, have we lost all the viewers? Let me actually see. From YouTube, yes. Good job, Elikana.
Yes, Twitch offer a lot opportunities.
We have some Twitch users.
Do their masterpieces.
We have actually 3 people still watching. Oh, that's quite. Thank you. Thank you. Hope you're enjoying. Oh, Twitch. Twitch does it. You don't need to be like Logan Paul to actually make it out. You know. I love the fact that you know, if you do art, there's this thing people called gatekeepers who like these people who like publishers, you might say, who decide what is published and what is not. Internet gets rid of those goddamn people, so viewers decide what is seen and what is not. That is the freedom. Okay, I like it. Let's have it. And let's test it real life. Let me save it. Spyro Dabba Dabba. Okay, that's actually the file name. Very creative. Spyro Dabba Dabba. And here we go. I think we need some visual things in here, and I think that would make it. But let's hope my thing doesn't crash. Oh god, I think this is the last thing we do.
Yes, that's good. / nice work.
Oh, you're so right. Because, goddamn, we have the best of humanity, we have the worst of humanity. I think the worst of humanity is somebody who like, I want to have the power to, you know, to choose what is shown, and I think that's the dictatorship in art world. You know, gallery owners. I learn like these are good people, but you know, there's if you have power, you like to actually decide what is shown and what is not. It's very like, you know, there are risks, you know. Like, oh, like, it's so weird, and that destroys creativity, because if somebody tries to close the gate because they personally don't like you, like, I know so many artists which I actually hate in personal level, and like, I don't mean like, I don't want to, you know, like, hate, but like, you know, like, I wouldn't want to be associated with them, but they do beautiful art. I think that has to, you know, if they make that, they should have their art shown, you know. Everybody should. And let people judge, is the art good or bad. But we need these goddamn middlemen. Goddamn middlemen who decide what we see. And that's also a thing I hate about YouTube, because of course it's a computer, so you can really point at it and say, aha! You're a piece of shit computer who decides what kind of videos I see. But in the end, it decides what you see, so there's a risk. Let me put the spider dabba dabba there. I don't know. Have you had the same feeling? Because sometimes just you Google one thing in goddamn YouTube, and then you search it, and oh my god. Actually looks pretty good.
Yes, that's true. Greed and jealousy, people should celebrate each other. We all do our own thing.
Ah, that is so true, my friend. The thing is, like, in the long run, they are not actually benefiting from that, because if they would have more art shown, they would actually get more money. But it's just like, humans are so weak in mental level sometimes. Anyhow, what do you think about that? I think it still needs some work. We need to whiten these lines. I think I've changed the color because it doesn't fit. We're on a good start here. Yeah, as you can see, we did this in 2 hours. God damn, it takes a long time. And you know, like, I've been doing a lot of website editing for now. I've been doing like, let me show like this place. Before we end, let me have a little tour to Lukene. You're absolutely right. You know, it's freedom in art. That's what makes good things to happen. You know, like some art which I wouldn't personally like, some might, you know, it might change their lives and inspire to something which I like, and you know, you like, and that kind of thing. It's basic mathematics, my idea, Watson. You know, this is a one download site. I'm still working on it. Basically, you know, you can pick one of these CDs, and then it's just like does this kind of a cool effect. This actually, only this took like I think 5 hours. You know, I'm very slow with this. So I edited the pictures. I had the you know, the extra sites under these buttons. I had the slideshow. You know, edited this picture from a free one from a website, which looks, you know, it's still on the corners. But anyways, I think we actually did some good job for the watch section. I think we did some good job. Let me still know your thoughts on this. And I think we are ready. It was actually very deep stream. God damn. God damn. But it was fun to talk with you, Lanlan, and others, and, you know, people who are just watching.
More darker in background contrast so it don't meld together on the picture you worked on.
You're actually right. So let's have some contrast on these and on these. So, and also perhaps darken the background. I think that's something I will work on offline. But thanks for joining to this website editing session. It's an eternal project for me because it's going to be released very soon, this website. But I want to make it perfect. And you see, it's got a lot of time to work on it. But once it comes out, it's going to be brilliant. I think it's going to be. Anyways, Lanlan and everybody else, thanks for joining a Lukanen stream today. We did some website editing, and it's still going to continue in the future. More streams coming. I'm thinking of streaming every weekday now, except Sundays and Saturdays. So, wherever you are, whoever you are, I wish you great day. Have a wonderful Tuesday night, my friends.
It's good, but it's just my thoughts.
Hey, no problem. I think it's good thoughts. I don't see everything, like it's so good to have background ideas. I think it's it's too much visual. Perhaps I need to simplify it. Thank you, Lanlan.
Thank you for excellent streams.
Thank you for excellent company, Lanlan. It was pleasure. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, you. Good night, everybody. See you later, boys.